And you couldn't have done this without me, so.
What's going on? Here, I'm showing you behind the scenes look on wrapping with calendered film. Now, when I go on YouTube and looked for this, I could not find videos anywhere. So today I wanted to show you guys. I decided to not glass the film because after you pull the liner, it tends to stick down a ton. The method I chose to do was work from one side to another and to lift part of the vinyl while squeegeeing. This allowed me to place down the vinyl without making any creases, leaving many bubbles. This method has really worked for me, at least when it comes to calendered film. I tend to see the most bubbling and creases when it comes to glassing this film, usually because there's nowhere for the air to go. This film doesn't have air release technology like 3M or Avery, so that's why I personally chose this route of doing it. But I totally recommend you glass it if you are able to in the first place. Another thing that works in your favor is having a wet applicator to put over the vinyl while you squeeze. This will allow you to put down the vinyl way easier without the fear of as many wrinkles popping up or improper form holding you back. Even though you should have proper form and be able to take out most things, the truth is wrapping is hard and you're not going to be able to get every curve and every angle like perfect first try. So I definitely recommend some type of liquid. I personally use squeegee lube from Off Wrap, and it's done wonders. It's really just a mental game. At the end of the day, there are people who pick up wrapping on their first try and others who give up in their first month. The trick is just not giving up. It's really just realizing that you cannot be impatient. You cannot stay frustrated. Can't waste too much time on one single piece. There are so many things you can't do that narrowing down what you must do becomes easy. Next thing you want to look out for is the level of squeegee you have. So there tends to be 3 different levels: soft, medium, and hard. To begin with soft, it's the one you usually use on for corners and deep curves. It's really a go-to in my arsenal, and it's definitely one of my favorite squeegees out there. It gets out like a lot of bunched up material, and it's just a really good squeegee all around. One of my favorites. Another thing you're going to want to make sure to do is change the buffers on your squeegees. They tend to pick up a ton of dirt, and you don't want to be wiping that around vinyl, especially when you're working on matte or a satin, which scratches really easily. And honestly, it can leave marks that are not able to be taken out. Now, that red squeegee is definitely what I use for matte materials or anything that tends to crease up a lot. This one is the one I found it to be the one I see in like all those YouTube videos where everyone just has such an easy time. It really is just the best at putting down vinyl, like altogether. Apart from like the curves, obviously, since this specific squeegee doesn't like to bend, it is really good at putting down vinyl. It doesn't really leave a lot of air behind, and it's honestly like really satisfying to work with. As you can see here, with proper motion and technique, you can put down vinyl like very, very easy with this squeegee. And this is probably the one squeegee you're looking for when it comes to most vinyl applications. Now, one of the biggest things is definitely going to be having an extra set of hands. So getting some help from a friend or from anyone really is really just going to save you time in the long term. They're going to be able to hold tension in times of need, and it really is going to be your key to success in the beginning.
And you couldn't have done this without me, so.
Just think of this as a PSA before you go out and buy any cheap vinyl or any brand of vinyl that you haven't researched enough. Make sure it isn't calendared if you are new, unless you're looking for a challenge. And if you're looking to just DIY your own car, I highly recommend spending the money and getting something you can work with.